Hi, it's Miriam, the Frugal Chef. Let's make Chile Verde. This is a pork stew in a green sauce. It is really good. It's great, to eat with rice, of course. It takes a little while. It has a lot of ingredients, but man, is it worth the work. Let me show you how. So for this recipe, I'm going to use pork tenderloin chops. I want to show you, I bought these on sale. They were, $11, these two. I'm going to use 4 pieces because I need 3 pounds. And I got them for, this one for $3.68 and this other one for $2.49. So we're going to make a really nice meal here for, let's say with everything, 10 bucks maybe for 4 people with leftovers. Not too shabby. Let's start with our stew. I want you to cut your pork into cubes like this. I went ahead and trimmed out all the fat, and then I just cut it all into cubes like this. I also seasoned it with salt and pepper generously. And now I'm gonna brown it. I have some vegetable oil in this pan, and I'm just gonna brown the pork. So let's do that. If your pan is smaller than this, make sure you work in batches so that you're not piling it up. You want this to brown nicely on on all sides. So let me do that and I'll come back to you. Check it out, check it out. This is nicely browned, almost crispy. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out of the pan. And guys, I'm going to get rid of the excess fat. And then I'm just going to put half a cup of water in here, and I'm going to scrape all the brown bits with the water and set that liquid aside. So I took about, I don't know, 1/4 cup of oil out of there. Now, just going to add 1 cup of water, and as I said, I'm going to scrape out the sides, the bottom. And I'm going to put this liquid aside, and then what I'm going to do is clean up my pan and add some olive oil, and we'll continue with the rest of our ingredients. So I'm heating some olive oil here, and I'm going to add 1 medium white onion, which I minced. I'm going to cook this for a few minutes until it starts browning. Brown a little bit. So I'm going to add 4 garlic cloves, which I minced finely. We'll mix that. To this I'm going to add 2 chipotle peppers. These are chipotle peppers in adobo. I just cut them up. And we're just going to stir this. We want to smell the spice. Oh, it smells good. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of cumin and 1 teaspoon of coriander. So all we want to really do is make these aromatics. So we're just going to mix them. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour, and I'm just going to mix all this. I want the flour to cook because we don't want to have raw flour flavor, okay? So let's cook it for a couple minutes. Stir it constantly. You don't want to burn it. So now I want you to return your pork. Mix it. We're going to return the golden juice. A scraped liquid there. So we're going to add the juice of 3 oranges. These are large oranges and they're very nice. They're in season now, so very nice. And I'm going to add a cup of chicken stock. I have 3 cups here, so let me calculate 1 cup. That's 1 cup. Before I squeezed the oranges, I went ahead and cut 4 pieces of rind of one of them, and I took all the white membrane out from the inside. And all I'm going to do is put these in here. This is going to give this amazing flavor. We'll remove them later. I'm going to put a little bunch of cilantro sprigs. I don't know, maybe 10. Just put that in there. We're going to fish those out later anyway, so no worries. And a couple bay leaves. I'm not gonna season this yet with salt and pepper. I'm going to let it come to a soft boil. I'm gonna cover it and I'm gonna simmer it for 1 hour. When we come back, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. So I'll see you guys in an hour. Okay, so this has been braising for about an hour. Not about an hour, for an hour. Oh, guys, you could smell this. I'm gonna add 6 tomatillos, which I diced very finely to this. Mix it. I'm gonna add 2 medium-sized Roma tomatoes, nicely diced. Mix that. And I'm gonna add a 7-ounce can of chopped chilies, green chilies. Sometimes I really wish you guys could be in here smelling all this food. Okay, I'm also gonna add a little more liquid to this because I'm gonna let this braise for another hour. I really don't want it to dry up that much. So I'm gonna add about, let's say, another ½ cup of chicken stock. This needs to cook really, really slowly. So I'm gonna bring it back to a boil, cover it and simmer it for another hour. And then I will see you guys. The chicken broth I used here had some salt in it, so I'm not gonna add any salt to this, but I am gonna add some pepper. So let's let this cook and we'll come back and serve dinner. All right, this has been cooking for an extra hour. Now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take all the vegetables and the pork out of here and leave the liquid. I'm gonna set it aside. I'm gonna get rid of the orange peel, the cilantro stems, and the bay leaf. And then what we're gonna do is bring this to a stronger boil and we're gonna reduce the sauce. So let's do that. All right, I fished out all the stuff, all the meat, most of the vegetables, and got rid of the bay leaves, the cilantro, and the orange peel. I'm gonna bring this to a roaring boil and I'm gonna reduce the sauce and we're done. I warned you in the beginning, this takes time, but believe me guys, it is so worth it. Obviously it's not something you would make for a quick meal. One thing about this, it freezes beautifully. So, you know, make 2 recipes and freeze half of it because you are going to miss it. I'm gonna serve this with white rice, but you know, this is really good stuff inside a burrito. Really good. Okay, so I'm gonna let this boil and reduce by 1/3, and then we'll serve it. Okay, this is ready. Look, it reduced by about 1/3. It's nice and thickened. Wonderful. Now I'm just gonna return the pork. Oh, we got a stray cilantro there. Return the pork in here, heat it through, and dinner is served. Let's plate this. Chile Verde from thefrugalchef.com. Make sure you come and visit us. We have all kinds of recipes that are not in video form. Eat well without going broke. I am gonna have some delish dinner tonight. I'll see you guys soon.